proclaim peace unto it, and it shall be if it make the answer peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee.
That's what happened with David. Defeated them Edomites, and then they put up the white flag, the wave of peace, and they allowed David to set up garrisons in Mount Seir. So eventually, Mount Seir became occupied by David. So we at one point in time, we actually possessed Edom under David. And guess what? That's going to happen again. All right? The tabernacle of David, all right, that's being risen up. It's going to possess Edom, the remnant of Edom, and the heathen. Pursuant to Amos 9 and 11 and 12. All right? Go ahead.
12. And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then
They're trying to basically put up a fight. Instead of actually, waving the white flag, go ahead.
Then thou shalt besiege it.
And this is what Esau does. America's been doing that since its inception. They'll go to a country and they'll have a little peace talk, and if something goes wrong, we finna send the troops over there. We finna arm some rebels or some mercenaries and send them over there. And then we're gonna drone strike them. We're gonna bomb them, and then we're gonna set up an embassy over there.
Yeah. Then we're going to give them loans to build up their own shit back up.
So if Esau's doing that, then what's wrong with us? When we take the kingdom rightfully and set it up for righteousness' sake, man.
Yep.
And not for evil purposes like Esau's doing. Go ahead,
It's 13. And when the Lord thy power hath delivered it into thine hands, thou shalt smite every male thereof with the edge of the sword.
Why the males? Why attack the men? Because that's where the warriors are. The men are the natural defenders of their nation.
Good.
So that's why in the law it said when you war with them, you gotta fight the men, take the men out. That's the reason. That's how Esau knew to come when he came against us. He knew to wage war on the men, come against the men.
Yep.
And then once he subdued the men, it made it easy for him to take control over the nation. That's why he got our women against us right now.
Because when you break the man, you break the spirit. Because what the man is the top of the household on earth. You're established upon the earth.
Yeah.
And this is part of the reason why our women don't respect us.
The man is the key to Yahweh Shai. So if the man don't got Yahweh Shai in him, shit, the whole family not.
Exactly.
Yeah, masculinity. That's the spirit warriors have.
Masculinity. And that's why these nations, they fear of that return happening. Israelite masculinity. That's why they're trying to, emasculate you, turn you into a sodomite. Make you do a sex change operation. All this crazy shit, man. Why is it so aimed at our people, predominantly Judah? Because Judah is the head. And Judah was going to be used to gather the rest of the tribes together. So Esau knows by attacking the head, Judah, the Negro, that it will weaken the rest of the nation. Right? They fear that masculinity, man. They fear of, hey, what if these niggas finally, get their mind right and come against us, man?
Mm-hmm.
That's what Pharaoh said, man. Let us deal wisely with these people.
Lest they join to our enemies.
Lest they join to our enemies and multiply and outnumber us and basically defeat us, man. Go ahead, Alex.
It's the cattle and all that is in the city, even all the spoil thereof, shalt thou take unto thyself, and thou shalt eat the spoil of thine enemies, which the Lord thy power Yahweh hath given thee.
Come on, man.
Thus shalt
That's,
thou...
that's in the law and the scriptures. So when you go to war with your enemies, take the men out, don't spare them, but keep the women and keep their children. For what purpose? Servitude. Spoils of war. They show you that in those films like Last Kingdom. They show you that in
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. You know? They showed you that, man. That's how it goes.
They showed you in the movie Drafted, knowing that came out like 4 years ago.
They become your inheritance, man. Just like we're their inheritance, man. On this side, in this captivity, you know, they give us. We gotta have a fucking social security number, a birth certificate,
A passport, driver's license.
You gotta go to work. Your children gotta go to their school.
Yeah.
So hey, when the kingdom comes, it's gonna be the opposite. We're gonna train up their children in our law. Their curriculum is gonna be our education, which is based in the scriptures.
That's right.
But I guarantee you, the world's gonna be much different. It's gonna be a lot greater, a lot better. Right? Because all you learn from the devil is how to destroy yourself. How to be a slave and to self-destruct.
How to be a slave and stay a slave.
That's it. Go ahead.
15, it says, Thus shalt thou do unto all the cities which are very far off from thee, which are not of the cities of these nations, but of the cities of these people, which the Lord thy power doth give thee for an inheritance. Thou shalt save alive nothing that breathes, but thou shalt utterly destroy them, namely the Hittites and the Amorites, the Canaanites.
That's going into when we first got the land of Canaan.
Yeah.
We were instructed when we go up in there, don't get all buddy. Don't look at their women and be like, damn, you know. No, kill all of them off. Kill everything. And when you read Wisdom of Solomon, the 12th chapter, it goes into detail of the type of shit that the Canaanites were doing over there. So it basically it justified why we had to go in there and clear them out. They was over there sacrificing their own children, drinking their blood in rituals, committing incest. They was doing it all over there, man. Witchcraft. And you wonder why when Jake didn't hearken into that instruction, that their ways became a stumbling block to Jake. When Jake started putting their children through the fire to Molech. Jake started, committing incest and doing the shit that they were doing. You know? That's why the Lord told us to get rid of them, so that they wouldn't be a snare to us. You know? And Jake right now, Jake is integrated with all these nations now. That's part of why Jake is so bugged out, man. Studying and learning of these other cultures, man. Mainly when we integrated with Esau, that's when we really deteriorated as a people. You know? Especially morally. Our women learn feminism, how to be slaves from the world. You know? She learns of being equality, of being equal, and having their own independence from it. And that's a lot. They sold that and packaged that up to our women, and our women ate that, man. When they clearly lied to you, and the woman that did that, she was a CIA asset to help destroy you, and she admitted that. God. And then they was putting out movies like Color Purple, a decade later. as if, you know, Jake was just really just beating the shit out of his woman all the damn time and was just a tyrant in his house. It wasn't even like that. You listen to the music from back in that era. Jake was simped out.
Kind.
All those love songs was about simping and
You go through it.
pedestalizing the woman. Jake wasn't doing that shit, man.
Oh.
This was just an excuse to get Jake out of the house.
Kind.
That's how Esau was able to get up in there, and he indoctrinated the woman. And of course, she's the first teacher of the children.
Weaker vessel.
And she's a weaker vessel, so she's gonna be so quick to conform. Women are natural followers, man. All right.
They're really natural followers of everything else, but they man.
Yeah.
You know, they almost like naturally rebel. You know.
That's all, and that's also part of the curse.
Yeah.
Her eye would be evil towards, you know, her husband. Like Kevin Samuels always say, you know, he be asking the so-called black woman, the way y'all are with y'all men, show me the Chinese woman. Is she the way you are with your men? Is the Chinese woman like that with her man, or the Middle Eastern woman? Is she that way with her man like you are with your men? Do you treat your men like these other nations treat their men? And a lot of them actually, they agree, like, yeah, you're right. The other women, they know how to treat their men. And they also, they're most loyal to their own men.
More family orientated.
More family oriented.
Yep.
We're the only ones that's just all messed up and dysfunctional, man. Now you had a certain level of structure among some of the northern tribes. I give that to some of the northern tribes. You know, they keep it together. But Judah, that's how you know the curses hit them the hardest.
Because it seemed like
We suffer that the hardest, man.
all the nations follow Judah. So if the Issacharite woman or the Manassehite woman see the Judite woman treating her man like shit, talking shit, you know, taking them to the cleaners and divorcing them, and then she gets to go hop on another ride, what do you think they're gonna do? You know, follow suit.
They see
Some of them.
They see the white woman and the black woman.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, man.
Like you see a lot of women come over here from other countries, and they just lose it. Like, what? I could, you know, do this and do that, and I can get a job and be by myself and go fuck this nigga and then do it all over again.
That's why we were not supposed to intermingle with these nations, man. We're supposed to dwell separately as a holy people and keeping our customs and our standards, man.
Yep.
And we made examples out of people that was living like that, man. There wasn't too much adultery going on. Because the women, they all got to stand before a woman and a man that got stoned to death.
Yeah.
They all, the whole town, the whole city had to watch the punishment.
Yeah.
So if you got caught, that was what was going to happen to your ass. And they still do that in those Middle Eastern countries.
Yeah, con.
I saw a video of this Israelite woman who was getting beaten in public. He was talking on the phone with another.
I saw that.
I saw another, it was a while ago, like over in the Middle East. I guess this guy committed adultery, but he had sex with this lady, and they asked him, will you marry her?
Yeah.
Showing you that they take from our customs, you know, because that's one of our customs. You know, if you lay with someone, whether he had a wife or not, will you marry her? And he said he wouldn't, but just to show you how these heathens, you know, they take from our laws and customs too.
Yeah, mainly Ishmael.
Yeah, yep. I think it was an Ishmael country or whatever. Ishmaelite country.
They call Islam an Abrahamic religion. The Lord gave us that heritage, and of course, you know, He gave us the covenant of circumcision. You know, they was able to get circumcised. You know?